What up, guys? Kevin here. Having a strange morning. I returned a motherboard to Amazon last week. My only return to Amazon probably in over a year. And I get an email saying that I exceeded the amount of returns that I guess don't come back in an acceptable condition. And it doesn't say anything besides they have the right to terminate my account or block refunds or something. I'm like, okay, I don't know what they did. I just, I just find it funny because I probably returned like 10,000 items in the last week to Best Buy alone. I don't know. They love me over there, but Amazon's like, fuck you, dude. One and done. One and done. And the thing about that motherboard is I didn't even open the box. I just took the Amazon box and went back to Amazon. I'm like, here you go. Don't want it anymore. All right, let's get to Jedi Survivor. Let's get to this game. This game. I guess a little quick impressions, but we're going to talk about the performance because, yes, it's bad. It's bad. It's not as bad if you have a certain type of TV, but no, let's get right to that. So I am playing on my Sony A80J that has VRR. Great picture quality on top of VRR. Sony televisions, I need to do an update review on my A80J. It's perfect besides the sound issue, but great for gaming. And I think it's still for sale. And usually the 55 inch is $1,000. Get it. Just get it. But VRR, Series X, and the game looks pretty good. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I see some people saying that it can look better. Now I'm playing in performance mode, and I'm like, no, it looks fine. Like, I don't know what people want. What my issue with gaming these days is I see a lot of bozos want something that they can't define. They can't define it. I'm like, dude, you're getting a Star Wars game that looks pretty damn good here. What more do you want? And that's in performance mode. And I did put it in quality mode because of the performance. I'm like, well, I might as well play in quality mode. Quality mode looks pretty damn good. The issue with 30 FPS, it only looks good when you're standing still and looking around very slowly. I don't understand quality mode when, especially in an action game like this, where it just looks blurry and choppy when you start moving around. But performance mode, at first, I'm like, this is all right. Okay, that day one patch definitely kicked in, but you start the game walking very slowly. You're being arrested. And yeah, that's going to work out very well for performance mode when you're not performing any activities besides walking. Then they kick you right into combat. The game does get you started in that way. I think the beginning of Fallen Order was a better start, but get quickly into action. I love that you are a badass Jedi. Everything you learned from the first game carries over. I think people are going to bump up the difficulty because it's very easy to whip these stormtroopers' ass. Like, you're one-shotting them. I'm playing on normal, but yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, right? You're a badass Jedi, and you're a badass Jedi in the beginning of the game. You didn't lose all your powers or anything like that. At least not yet. I expect that to come, but it felt really good. I'm like, oh, they get it. They get it. But performance, they don't get. The performance is ass. Now, I got VRR, so I'm not getting like the screen tearing or anything. It's a smooth drop down to what looked like from, I don't know, 60 at some points down to like 30. I think it hovered in the high 30s, mid 40s for the frame rate. I'm like, dude. And that's the thing about VRR. Yeah, you don't get the screen tearing, but, 39 FPS is 39 FPS. There's no fixing that. There's no fixing that. And people are going to buy the game. You know why people are going to buy the game? Well, you got dumbasses like me who are going to buy it no matter what, no matter how much I bitch and complain. But it's the reviewers. Reviewers. Forspoken died because of its reviews. and probably the demo. But I mean, if Forspoken got like in the 80s, mid to high 80s, 90s, that game would have been a hit. Luminous Productions would have been around. When Jedi Survivor gets that high 80s and the performance sucks, and to me it's borderline unplayable, yeah, people are going to buy it. People are going to buy it. Developers, publishers, they don't want that stink of a yellow or red Metacritic badge to their game. You saw when the reviews go out, all I'm seeing now is promotional material with all the reviews, the review scores. IGN gave it this, GameSpot gave it that. Those are the real toxic motherfuckers. People are going to buy the games because we're going to buy it. We want to play. The thing is, we want to play the game. We want to play the game. But they released a broken game. And they're just going to keep doing it. And I don't know about the PS5 version. I hear really bad things. I don't hear much about the Series X version. The Series X version, again, I thought it was perfect at first, but definitely some performance issues. It's just a shame that it came out in this state, which does make me wonder about Redfall. Redfall, I assume, is going to get a really bad score because it doesn't have the performance mode. But you just saw reviewers basically review a game without the performance mode. There's no performance mode in this game. There's no performance mode in this game, and they gave it an 86 Metacritic score. So I think I am very low on Redfall, and I can't wait to point that out if I see reviewers drop the score because of Redfall only being in quality mode. Now, it sounds like Redfall is it's going to come with working modes. It's not going to come with a broken performance mode. So that will be very interesting to see. But back to Jedi Survivor. Yeah, pretty cool game. Has a lot of whoa moments. What are whoa moments? I call the Sony moments just the big cinematic, you're flying up in the air, you're sliding down little mudslide path and stuff like that. There's a lot of those, just a lot of whoa moments. It used to be cool, but now I mock it whenever it happens on the screen. There's a part where you're running from a ship and you're flying, and then you got to use your grappling gun, and I'm just like, whoa! That's just, I have to mock it now just because it's just become so fucked out. It's become so fucked out. I'm tired of these just big cinematic moments, like in God of War Ragnarok, where you're fighting a boss and you get flung up in the air and you do all your flips and twirls. I'm like, whoa! It's for stupid people. It's becoming for stupid people. If it's your first time experiencing that, you're not stupid, but I don't know who they're catering to with it anymore. Because it was cool at first. It was cool the first 10,000 games I played that in. Now it's like, okay, we get it. We get it. Big cinematic, crazy stuff happening. What was the first? I remember like Tomb Raider, the 2013 Tomb Raider. That was like the first, like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. Now it's like, all right, we get it. We get it. All right, I'm done here. Yeah, Jedi Survivor. I mean, with the VR television, if you don't mind playing in the mid 40s performance-wise, you can have at it. I think the game looks good. Gameplay, it's the same game. It's the same game. If you like the last game, you'll like this game. I don't like the whole soul thing. The whole, like, resting at a meditation spot, and then it says, oh, the enemies have respawned. Like, I don't know. I'm not down with that. But anyways, I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Later.